Carmen Lastoria. It's our Lee University preview. Carmen, we're going to go over to you, buddy.
Hey, sounds good, Steve. I was wondering how you were going to transition that, and I thought you transitioned it as well as you could. Well, great to be with you guys here live from Hardee's on Mix 104.1 Mix TV, and we are pleased to be joined by, of course, Lee women's basketball coach Marty Rowe and men's basketball coach Bubba Smith, as it is basketball time at Lee University. And Coach Rowe, let's start with you. You guys got the season started off down in Florida this past weekend, got a big win against Florida Southern, shot the ball really well, and got to see some new faces out on the court that we're excited about, and then got down early to St. Leo, battled back, and came up just a little bit short in that one. So your thoughts initially on your team after that first weekend?
Well, I'm glad you're asking me now and not, immediately after the St. Leo game, my thoughts. But, no, I mean, it was a good weekend as far as a chance to get out and play two good teams. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. Early in the year, I thought probably our preseason preparation didn't prepare us really well. We didn't really get tested in our two exhibitions the way I would hope. And, some things came up in that St. Leo game that we obviously have concentrated on over the last couple of days to try to clean up. But, overall it was a good weekend. I mean, St. Leo's a good team. Florida Southern's a good team. This team's fun to coach. I mean, they listen and they are working really hard. We've just got a lot of work to do. I mean, like every other coach is going to tell you this time of year, you're just trying to figure out what your identity is going to be, and that's the things that our team's trying to figure out. You got to do it sometimes in tough environments like we did on the road in Florida. We're getting ready to have another tough road trip the same way. We're going to find out a whole lot about our team, but hopefully those things will, and that bit of adversity we can learn from, and it will help us down the stretch. We want to be our best teams in February and March. I really think these first two weekends are going to be big for that part of our preparation.
Well, you've got a great core returning. Obviously, you've got Hannah Garrett. She's in her third year with the program. You've got Haley Schubert, who's coming back, one of the best players in all of the nation at the Division II level. You've got Anna Mahonen, who's a very talented local player, Bradley Central product, who's back with you, and then some new faces. So tell us about some of the new players that you're mixing in as well that you're excited about.
Well, I mean, you can see, we have transfer from Sanford, Mallory Hampton, who played at Ray County. A lot of people in this area will know her. She, along with Haley, give us, a pretty dynamic 1-2 combination, and she played great. Got a little bit of foul trouble against St. Leo. Probably a big reason we got behind. I've got to, I told her yesterday, I'm going to play her with 2 fouls from now on. I mean, I've got to learn to trust her. I mean, that's just on me. That's the things I have to do a better job at, managing the game, managing our players. Then we have Mia Hurst that transferred in from UT Martin. She's just learning the system, plays really hard, can score. And then we've got a lot of improvement. We got two young freshmen that are doing a great job, but we got some improvement back from some people. Addie Smith, who was hurt a little bit last year at times, had a nice weekend for us. Haley Johnson's gotten better in filling some roles. Morgan Carball, Macy Woodworth. We still got a nice core of people, and I'm going to leave somebody out. Don't get your feelings hurt, But we got a nice core of players. We've just got to, again, learn what the identity is going to be. We did lose a couple key pieces to our team last year, so this is a different team, and we're going to be a different, we're going to play in a different way. And so we just got to keep figuring it out. But, yeah, we like our new players. We like our returners. And, so far it's been a really good group to work with. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we respond this weekend, to be honest with you.
Lady Flames are 1-1 on the young season. Big road trip coming up at Valdosta State tomorrow and West Florida on Saturday. Let's go to Coach Bubba Smith, Lee men's basketball coach. And, Coach, you were supposed to start the season down in Florida. Unfortunately, due to the hurricane conditions down there on the East Coast in Florida, you were not able to play those 2 games against Palm Beach Atlantic and Embry-Riddle. So you have some extra time of practicing, but the only time we've seen, in some, real game action was the homecoming game against Suwannee. You guys looked really good. I thought the ball movement was good. You guys were getting up and down the court. So what excites you about finally tipping off the season tomorrow night in Valdosta?
Well, I think just playing. I know for our guys, it's hard to practice for a week straight. So we gave them a couple of days off this weekend, and they really came back on Monday, and we're really, really good. And sometimes when you come off of a day off or 2 days off of practice, they're you know, they've forgotten some things, or their focus isn't always great. But the guys are really locked in. They're ready to play somebody. And I mean, you can't find a tougher opponent in road trip to start the season on than go to Valdosta tomorrow night and play these guys in West Florida on Saturday. So our guys are ready to play somebody. I think we're ready to kind of see where we are. You know, we haven't been able to experience, I mean, even with the homecoming game and our scrimmage, I mean, we haven't seen anybody like Valdosta yet. And so it's a huge challenge for us. I like the challenge. I like going on the road sometimes to start out because your back's against the wall. It's just you as a group and as a unit. And so our guys are ready, and you know, they're ready to play. Now, whether that means that we go out and play great tomorrow night, I like the balance of our team. I like you mentioned ball movement and how the ball moves, and I think we have, on any given night, we have 3, 4, 5 guys that all get you 10, 12, 14 points a game, and that can be a great strength to our team. I think we're continuing to grow defensively. That's been a big staple of our program over the years. But I think, you know, when you look at like losing a guy like Quay Kennedy, as dynamic as he was, as he could score, he could guard 4 positions on the floor at 6'8", and so like we're trying to grow defensively in those areas, especially on the glass and rebounding the ball. So we're ready to play somebody. We're ready to get on the road this afternoon. We'll head down to Valdosta, and we'll kind of see where we are tomorrow night.
I thought one of the most special moments of homecoming was seeing Josh Lowe back out on the field. He's battled back from 2 ACL injuries. A lot of players would have hung it up after that, but this kid battled back. He's really the epitome of perseverance, and he looked good out on the court during that homecoming game. So how excited are you, just both as a player to get him back into the lineup, but just for him personally?
Yeah, when he tore his ACL last year, it was a little bit later, I think, than the one before, and so you would think that his recovery should be a little bit further behind than he is now, but he's just further ahead. And so I think sometimes when you go through it once, you kind of know what to expect and how hard you can push. He keeps getting better every single day as he gets healthy. So he's a big piece for us because we got to be able to find a way to score some easy points, and you got to be able to throw the ball inside and get some. And he's doing a really good job for us, and a great testimony to our guys of perseverance and like how to work through injuries and just keep battling and be able to stay engaged while he's doing it. So. Yeah, we're excited to have him back out there, and but we got some guys on our team that have been around for a long time, and so we got some experience that we got to have to rely on, especially this weekend on the road. And guys like Beion Hendricks, who leads our team at the point guard spot, and Jace Willingham, who we're going to play a lot through him. I mean, he can really score in a lot of different ways. I think he's 14 for 14 through first 2 games, that missed a shot. So, we got some like older veteran guys I think that are going to be. That we're going to rely on their experience, and winning on the road in the GSC is really hard. But our guys always get up for Valdosta State. It's a big game. It's going to be rocking in the complex down there tomorrow night. A lot of students there, so we're excited about it.
Yeah, and you also bring back, of course, the GSC Freshman of the Year in P.J. Smith as well. So it should be a fun and exciting season. Guys, real quick, Coach, what are you looking most forward to about this season as we get into it? Because both of you are preseason number 2 in the GSC, but, that and $1 will buy you a Coke, right? Mm-hmm. Preseason polls don't mean anything. You got to go out there and earn it on the court. But you feel like, both of these teams, I think, can have special seasons.
Well, yeah, I mean, for us, it's about continual growth in our program. I think, just listening to Zach, driving in, he was talking about, being excited about things and but never being satisfied. I mean, this is one of these things that for us, being voted number 2 and having great years in the past really don't mean a whole lot. We're happy about those things, but we're never satisfied. We always feel like there's growth to be done in our program. There's growth to be done, individually with each group. And so I think that's it. I mean, every year's a new challenge, and every group of people is a new challenge. And so, again, like Bubba said, going out on the road is you can't win a national championship. You can't win a conference championship at home in our league, So going out and being able to test yourself in tough environments, seeing how we handle those things, I think that's the biggest key. We're just trying to get better, and that's what I'm looking forward to, not only this whole year, but especially this weekend.
Yeah, Carmen, I echo those things. I think it's, for a team that has, for us that have been to the NCAA tournament 2 out of the last 3 years, there's a lot for our program to pursue and chase and to earn. And so, we're a team that wants to be playing on Sunday for the first time, and be playing on that championship Sunday in the Gulf South tournament. And so, and it's a new team, and we got a whole new coaching staff with 3 new coaches. And so for me, it's been really fun to be able to be on that journey with those guys because everything's new for them. And so I've had to do a lot more and teach a lot more and help and again, help those guys in their growth process of learning what we do. And that's just been a fun process. It's new every day. And it's a new team. So we're excited about seeing how much we improved from last homecoming game to tomorrow night.
Well, thank you guys so much. Looking forward to this season. Hey, stay connected with the Flames, LeeUFlames.com, and on social media at LeeUFlames. We want to thank our friends here at Hardee's for their generosity. It's been a great morning here at the Tip-Off Spotlight, so stay connected to the Flames all season long. Mix 104.1 is your official home of Flames basketball.